Lucas? Oui? C'est quoi cette chose? Dans son sang?
Il y a une vieille histoire. Elle parle de la prima macula. Les alchimistes appellent ça la première corruption. Et elle voyage en silence dans le sang de certaines familles. Mais quelque chose s'est produit. La brisure. Et la macula s'est réveillée. Dans le sang d'Hugo.
Mais qu'est-ce que ça va lui faire?
La macula ignore le bien et le mal. Elle évolue avec son porteur. Pour changer les choses, le monde. Tu sais, ta mère et Laurentius essayaient d'aider ton frère.
Mais ils ont échoué.
Non. Je pense qu'ils ont juste manqué de temps. C'est ici.
Hugo, réveille-toi. Allez Hugo, on va marcher. Ça va te réchauffer.
En suivant l'aqueduc, on devrait arriver au château d'ombrage avant la nuit.
C'est quoi ce bruit?
C'est rien. C'est juste des grenouilles, Hugo.
Des grenouilles?
Il a l'air d'aller bien.
Oui, croisons les doigts.
Des grenouilles? Il y en a partout. Regardez.
Ça va, t'as pas froid?
Un peu, si.
Ça a pas l'air de gêner Hugo.
Au moins, il se réchauffe.
Ouais,
Hé, revenez.
là, il s'éloigne trop.
And so, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Allison Cruz, and I'd like to welcome you back to the continuation of A Plague Tale: Innocence.
Hop, hop, hop.
As Hugo feels compelled to just zoom ahead of everyone.
Hugo, où
Oh,
est-ce que tu vas?
interesting. Okay, so I didn't actually know this leather was here. That's really nice.
Hugo!
But as we proceed forward and Hugo is no longer in sight, I just want to let you guys know that going forward, this is probably one of the more disturbing and morbid chapters of the game, especially one to be witnessed by two small children and a teenager. So brace yourself for a bit of trauma, and let's see what Hugo's up to.
Regardez, je suis un chevalier.
Un bouclier anglais. Où as-tu trouvé ça?
Là-bas, c'était par terre.
Repose ça. C'est pas pour les enfants.
Non, t'es pas drôle.
Allez, avance.
Tu sens cette odeur?
Ah, oui, ça sent mauvais.
Oui, c'est horrible.
All right, well, that certainly isn't very promising, and as Hugo decides that he once again wants to just keep moving forward without us, we're going to take a slight bit of a detour back here for our first collectible. Eventually, he'll come to his senses and realize we haven't followed him. So he comes sprinting on back, but otherwise, there's not really a whole lot to explore back here aside from, I suppose, grabbing this leather and experiencing some extremely dramatic music. God, this game just really knows how to dole it on, don't they? But as is to be expected, it is a new flower for Hugo's herbarium. Let's take it.
Elles sont si jolies.
C'est des quoi ça déjà?
Des glaïeuls.
Ah oui, voilà.
Elles te plaisent pas?
C'est pas un bon signe.
Hugo, ce sont des fleurs.
Oui.
Oh. All right, good to know that these kinds of flowers are not a good omen of things to come, which is only apropos of what's to come. So, of course, in front of us, we have the aqueduct. It's a massive landmark that we're going to use to more or less guide ourselves into wherever we need to go next. However, on the other side of it lies an extremely grisly scene, and as you can already tell by the incredible odor.
C'est bizarre. Qu'est-ce que c'est?
Oh, ça sent vraiment mauvais.
It is more than likely not going to be a great time, so make sure you pick that stuff up, because right ahead of us is a mass grave site.
Amicia, Lucas, venez voir, vite.
Oh mon Dieu,
Ils sont tous morts?
on ne peut pas continuer.
Amicia, il faut qu'on suive l'aqueduc.
Oh, c'est pas vrai.
Amicia, on va leur marcher dessus?
Je sais, Hugo. Mais on n'a pas le choix.
On leur fait mal, tu crois?
Avance, Hugo. Avance.
Yeah, something tells me this is still period appropriate, but aside from this initial section, you don't have to worry about stepping on them like that too much, so feel free to explore for some supplies out in the world. Scare the hell out of all the crows. Again, not a good omen. And we can do a bit of light exploring. Why not? Doesn't that just sound fantastic with this music playing? So you got a cord there, and I think aside from a leather.
Oh, cette odeur, c'est insupportable.
Je me sens pas bien.
Ne regarde pas. Concentre-toi sur l'aqueduc.
Yeah, there's probably not going to be too much out here. And in case you're running a little low, make sure that you're up to snuff on your ignifers, because those are going to be extremely important moving forward. But we'll just kind of keep our sights on the forward, on the future, and hopefully not worry about getting caught on things, because that is something that Lucas and other NPCs have a real bad tendency of doing, especially in this next section.
Oh, qu'est-ce qu'il a, ce cheval? Lucas?
Je sais pas.
Oh non! Les rats! Vous approchez pas!
Il y en a partout. Amicia, partout, partout.
Mais c'est pas vrai.
That is a real surprise, you know that? Okay, well, we're gonna have to take a bit of a detour, and luckily, they do set you up really nicely with the supplies you need to make quite a few ignifers. You're just gonna have to be really careful with how you use them, so thank you for the sulfur. And over here, rats. Okay, so I'm gonna go and grab some more of that alcohol. Definitely want that. And remember, haystacks, they burn out pretty fast. So we're gonna have to sprint across and hope that Lucas does not dawdle. Come on, get across quickly. There we go. No, get over here. Thank you. Yeah, so this is just gonna be a lovely game of follow the torches.
La Dijon, là-bas.
Ça c'est pas des soldats.
Ils faisaient quoi?
Ce sont des pillards. Ils cherchaient des choses à voler.
Mais pourquoi?
Pour survivre, sans doute. Comme nous.
Okay, so a couple of things to light up here. There we go. Just get that out of the way. Fantastic shot. Also, Lucas, please don't step into the pile of flesh-eating rats. That'd be fantastic. I'll go ahead and make another one of these, and let's move forward. So, we're filled up on saltpeter, which is good. Take a rock. And what we have to do here is get a stick from a throng of rats. How do you reckon we're gonna do that, do you think? Well, for starters, Lucas and I are gonna have to put in some heavy work.
Tu m'aiderais avec ça?
Pas de problème. Ah, je pensais pas que ce serait si dur.
Hugo, il va falloir que tu traverses.
Oui, oui.
Oh, fais attention.
C'est bon. J'ai réussi.
Bien, reviens, allez.
Voilà.
Ah, mes bras, ils sont tétanisés.
Okay, so make sure you're picking up all the supplies around here too, because if you're not, then you might be in a bit of trouble when it comes to the point where you're going to need it. So let's go and take this, and if you waste it, then unfortunately you are going to have to deal with it and grab it again. Okay, so we're good on rocks. Let's go ahead and make our way over to the grass here. I'm gonna go ahead and switch. Well, I can't switch any of my weapons right now, but you're gonna want to have your rocks at the ready if this is what I think it is. Stay back. All right, I think we're good.
Dans les herbes, vite. Il faut pas qu'il nous voie.
Amicia, sa lanterne.
Ouais, j'ai compris.
Il arrive.
Ça bouge un peu trop.
Oh mon Dieu, c'est horrible.
Mais ça a marché.
Very, very nice. Now, as we sort of, he's like right in the way there. That's not good. I'm probably gonna get nipped at. Except, hello, there is another path here. Oh, interesting. I have not
Viens, je vais te faire
seen
monter.
this before.
Oui.
That's really cool. And thank you, Ori, for ditching me. Great. All right, well, we're definitely going to have to head over there in a minute, but I have not... Oh, this is cool. I hope it's, oh, wow, joy. It's only sulfur and alcohol. Okay. Yeah, I thought maybe it was going to be leather or, you know, fabric or something, but sadly not the case. Let's go back down. I want to be careful because you can still get eaten in water. And, well, there might be something over there. Just don't want to go too far. Ugh. Let's go this way. Can I go over here and still be safe? Yes. All right. Crisis averted, mostly. Let's go over here and let's toss that on there. And interestingly enough, we can also bust this down, but be careful because... Okay. So wait a minute. We're not looting anything. Maybe some, you know, alcohol and the odd sulfur here and there, but I wouldn't necessarily designate us as, you know, the town looters. Okay. Well, luckily for us, there is a workbench here, so that's really good for us if I can actually make something. I could throw away basically all of my cords for the sling, but I think I might just wait. Pouch might be okay for now. I'm not really offloading what I don't need though. I think this would almost be worth it right now. So I don't need to keep, you know, throwing off all of my saltpeter. But, it's a hard sell. See, this one I feel like would be a little bit more useful. You know what? Let's do this. This uses the least amount of resources.
Ça va me simplifier la vie.
And even though it is using our alcohol, which right now we're sort of struggling to hold on to, we'll be fine.
Pas de problème.
I love their little whispers to each other. But if we head up here, more cords. That's nice. Saltpeter, of course. Fabric. That's cool. And a jar. Okay.
Par où on va passer?
Ils sont partout.
Or rather, a pot. I stopped myself from saying pot and went for jar. That might just be a little southern thing. Okay.
Allez, j'arrive.
So here we have yet another movable sort of fire source, and I would very much like to use it because our first gift is going to appear right ahead, so if we can go ahead and move this stuff around, I think we'll be all right. And once you see Lucas kind of put his hand on Amicia's back, that's when you know that he's not going to get eaten by rats. There we go. So, unfortunately, we've got this business to attend to. And what we can do is trick him to come out here. And that would be good if we can manage to hit his lantern where it hurts. So we'll do that. And now we wait. That was a little too close for comfort, I'm not gonna lie. Sometimes when they come sprinting at you, they become extremely hard to hit. We can do the same thing over here, so I think I will actually. They were nice enough to give us some sticks here for some reason, but we'll be fine without them, so let's see if I can't just... I don't want to get eaten. You have a very short window to get out of the rat's nipping powers if you're just lucky enough. I wonder, can I actually hit him from here? I can. Okay, I'll take it. Why not?
Le chariot. On pourrait s'en servir.
Yes, we can. Oh, thank you. Thank you, game. Sorry, I was just thinking of the most tactical way to go forward.
Attention, ne te brûle pas.
So we'll be safe whatever direction we go, so you don't have to worry too much about it. It's just, I am continually impressed by the strength and mental fortitude of these children to be able to push these heavy-ass carts just over bodies and uphill. So yeah, that guy's gonna be nice and consumed right to the bone. Alright, so another jar there, and a sickle.
Tout le monde n'a pas de quoi acheter une épée.
Alright, Lucas, I swear. It is, of course, a game over if one of your allies gets eaten. But this man actually had something on him as well. So yeah, alcohol, I'll take it. So, let's do this.
On va pousser ça.
And this thing is really gnarly to try to get around, so I've read that it's actually a little easier to just go ahead and like death warp back to the start because your collectibles stay collected. It's also really easy to control this thing, surprisingly. And I'm somewhat certain there's nothing else back here, but just the sheer fact that I've already found two sort of places that I had never gotten anything in just this recording session so far. Yeah, I don't know, man. But if anything, it would probably be behind the workbench. But we're probably going to be fine without it, so let's go forward, keep an eye out for the shinies, like right over here. That's just saltpeter. I don't need that, right? Because that was the guy that we just killed. Yeah. All right. Watch out, Lucas. Careful, careful. And of course, when you know it, we happen to get stuck here in the mud. Surprise, surprise. Hope you were done using that.
Les roues sont embourbées. On va continuer ça. Venez.
Ugh, disgusting.
Mais qu'est-ce que tu fous? Mais tiens, le mieux que ça! C'est dégueulasse ton truc! Ah, ça va, je veux juste ses dents! Ouais, enfin, quand même!
Il faut qu'on continue à suivre l'actu policière. Mais il y a des rats partout. Chut, on va trouver une solution.
Raison après tout.
Là-bas, une torche.
Si j'y vais seule, j'ai une chance.
Ah, chier, j'y arrive pas! Tu veux pas que j'essaye? Ah, mais c'est pas vrai! Bordel, j'en peux plus de ces rongeurs.
J'entends un autre, et vous avez rien de mieux à foutre que vous acharner sur un cadavre.
Essentially, all we need to do here is grab this torch and make sure this other guy doesn't notice.
Ah, bah voilà! Enfin. Tout ça pour ça. Et alors, tu vas en faire quoi? Bah, je sais pas, je verrai bien.
Somewhat short-lived, but that's okay. You guys want to come and follow me? I wonder if you could backtrack actually with this and maybe find something different, but I'm not going to waste your time in doing that. If you can, more power to you. You have the cart to explore. This probably would be a little bit slower, but going behind these barricades, yeah, that might be the best way to go about avoiding any prying English eyes. So over here, hey, fabric and some of that. I might, when I get a second, make some more ignifer because I keep passing up on these rocks, and not a fan of that. I'm pretty sure there's not a lot over there, although now that I say that, oh, that's just where I picked the the torch up from. Yeah, I think there's nothing over there, but feel free to deal with 3 guards if you really want to explore.
D'accord, pas de bruit.
Gentle. Is there anything over there? Maybe not. Probably doesn't matter, although, yikes. Well, for starters, let's go ahead and knock these down.
Ils ont des bâtons dans le ventre.
Ne regarde pas.
Essaie d'ignorer tout ce que tu vois ici, Hugo.
And I think we're okay. There does seem to be something over there, though, so let's just run up here. Ooh, there's a lot of stuff. Nice.
C'est quoi cette corne?
Je crois que ça s'appelle un olifant. Ce devait être quelqu'un d'important, sûrement un capitaine.
The Timothy Oliphant. That's really cool. Let's get the heck out of here. I'm done. But for this chapter, we actually do have...
Amicia, il y a quelqu'un là-bas.
Allez, rentrez, vite.
an achievement associated with it, and we're going to want to be very careful with how we proceed forward. So there's a soldier who is trapped.
Amicia, il peut pas sortir. Chut. On est obligé d'avancer.
Oh, c'est pas trop tôt.
Oh non.
Hé, oh, mais qu'est-ce que vous faites? Arrêtez!
So you could either feed him to the rats, or you can save him. And what I like to do is have Lucas run right in front of me. Fantastic. You saw that, right?
Vous m'avez sauvé. Oh, merci, merci.
Vous ne donnerez pas l'alerte, promis?
Quoi? Donnez l'alerte? Ah non, non, non. Je serais pendu s'il savait que je vous ai laissé passer. Allez-y, moi j'ai rien vu.
Bien.
And so, in return for saving his life, he will not sound the alarm, and he will live to see another day. If you're like me, you probably ended up killing him the first time you saw him, because it's kind of hard to miss that spot to put the torch down. But Unfortunately, it's a bit short-lived because Amicia here is Butterfingers.
On fera 100, Amicia.